So here we are with day number 1 of the greatest salesman in the world with scroll number 1, and this is really good. What I really like is this guy back here. You see them walking back there? He's watching me the other time, all the time, and looking at me is like, what's this guy up to, you know? Because the European Central Bank, you know, it's this kind of high security type of area right now, especially after the riots, which happened, I think, about a month ago. So, you know, there's a lot of money in here and so forth, and if you're the greatest salesman in the world, I think it's kind of appropriate to have the first reading of the greatest salesman in the world, scroll number 1. I think I would be proud. Maybe, maybe not, I don't know. At least I hope so. God bless his soul. The scroll marked 1, today I begin a new life. Today I begin a new life. Today I shed my old skin, which hath too long suffered the bruises of failure and the wounds of mediocrity. Guys, I'm a little bit nervous because this is like over 900 readings in total. This is 305 days, so this is just a really special feeling for me this morning. I just can't wait. So today I am born anew, and my birthplace is a vineyard where there is fruit for all. Today I will pluck grapes of wisdom from the tallest and fallest vines in the vineyard, for these were planted by the wise of my profession who have come before me generation upon generation. Today I will save the taste of grapes from these vines, and verily I will swallow the seed of success buried in each, and new life will sprout within me. The career I have chosen is laden with opportunity, yet it is fraught with heartbreak and despair, and the bodies of those who have failed were piled one atop another, would cast a shadow down upon all the pyramids of the earth. Yet I will not fail as the others, for in my hands I now hold the charts which will guide me through. That's a train right there. There you go. Big old train right next to the European Central Bank. That's how that looks right here. So the career I've chosen is laden with opportunity, yet it is fraught with heartbreak and despair. And the bodies of those who have failed, where they piled one atop another, would cast a shadow upon all the pyramids of the earth. Yet I will not fail as the others, for my hands I know hold the charts which will guide me through perilous waters to shores which only yesterday seemed but a dream. Failure will no longer be my payment for my struggle. Just as nature made no provision for my body to tolerate pain, neither has it made any provision for my life to suffer failure. Failure, like pain, is alien to my life. In the past I accepted it as I accepted pain. Now I reject it, and I am prepared for wisdom and principles which will guide me out of the shadows into sunlight of wealth, position, and happiness, far beyond my most extravagant dreams, until even the golden apples in the garden of asparagus will see no more than my just reward. Time teaches all things to he loves forever, but I have not the luxury of eternity. Yet within my allotted time I must practice the art of patience, for that nature acts never in haste. To create the olive king of all trees, 100 years is required. An onion plant is old in 9 weeks. It has not pleased me. Now I would become the greatest of olive trees, and in truth the greatest of salesmen. And how will this be accomplished? For I have neither the knowledge nor the experience to achieve greatness, and already I have stumbled in ignorance and fallen in pools of self-pity. The answer is simple. I will commence my journey unencumbered with either the weight of necessary knowledge or the handicap of meaningless experience. Nature already has supplied me with knowledge and instinct far greater than any beast in the forest, and the value of experience is overrated, usually by old men who nod wisely and speak stupidly. In truth, experience teaches thoroughly, yet her course of instruction devours men's years, so the value of her lessons diminishes with the time necessary to acquire her special wisdom. The end finds it wasted on dead men. Furthermore, experience is comparable to fashion. An action that proves successful today will be unworkable and impractical tomorrow. Only principles endure, and these I now possess. For the laws that will lead me to greatness are contained in the words of these scrolls. What will they teach me is more to prevent failure than to gain success. For what is success other than a state of mind? Which two among 1,000 wise men will define success in the same words? Yet failure is always described in one way. Failure is man's inability to reach his goals in life, whatever they may be. In truth, the only difference between those who have failed and those who have succeeded lies in the difference of their habits. Good habits are the key to success. Bad habits are unlocked door to failure. Thus, the first law I will obey, which precedes all others, is, I will form good habits and become their slave. As a child, I was slave to my impulses. Now I am slave to my habits. As are all grown men, I have surrendered my free will to the years of accumulated habits, and the past deeds of my life have already marked out a path which threatens to imprison my future. My actions are ruled by passion, prejudice, greed, love, fear, environment, habit, and the worst of these tyrants is habit. Therefore, if I must be a slave to habit, let me be a slave to good habits. My bad habits must be destroyed, new furrows prepared for good seed. I will form good habits and become their slave. And how will I accomplish this difficult feat? Through these schools. It will be done. And each school contains a principle which will drive a bad habit from my life. Got to move around here. Here we go. We're done. For each school contains a principle which will drive a bad habit from my life and replace it with one which will bring me closer to success. But as another of nature's laws, that only a habit can subdue another habit. So in order for these written words to perform their chosen tasks, I must discipline myself with the first of my new habits, which is as follows. I will read each scroll for 30 days in this prescribed manner before I proceed to the next scroll. First I will read the words in silence, then I arise. Then I will read the words in silence after I have partaken of my midday meal. Last, I will read the words again just before I retire at day's end. And most important on this occasion, I will read the words aloud. On the next day I will repeat this procedure, and I will continue in like manner for 30 days. Then I will turn to the next scroll and repeat this procedure for another 30 days. I will continue in this manner until I have lived with each scroll for 30 days and my reading has become habit. Guys, I'm still nervous. It's really amazing. It's a really great feeling to be doing this now. And what will be accomplished with this habit? Herein lies the hidden secret of all man's accomplishments. As I repeat the words daily, they will soon become a part of my active mind, but more important, they also seep into my other mind, that mysterious source which never sleeps, which creates my dreams, and often makes me act in ways I do not comprehend. As the words of these scrolls are consumed by a mysterious mind, I will begin to wake each morning with a vitality I have never known before. My vigor will increase, my enthusiasm will rise, my desire to meet the world will overcome every fear I once knew at sunrise, and I will be happier than I ever believed it possible to be in this world of strife and sorrow. Eventually, I will be finding myself find myself reacting to all situations which confront me as I was commanded in the schools to react. And soon these actions and reactions will become easy to perform, for any act with practice becomes easy. Thus a good habit is born. For an act becomes easy through constant repetition, it becomes a pleasure to perform. And it's man's nature to perform it often. And if it is a pleasure to perform it often, it is man's nature to perform it often. When I perform it often, it becomes a habit, and I become a slave. And since it is a good habit, this is my will. I need to do something different here with change the pages here, or just memorize everything, I guess, huh? Today I begin a new life, and I make a solemn oath to myself that nothing will retard my new life's growth. I will lose not a day from these readings, for that day cannot be retrieved, nor can I substitute another for it. I will not break this habit of daily reading. From these goals, and in truth, a few moments spent each day on this new habit are but a small price to pay for the happiness and success that will be mine. Ah, another guy looking with his dog. Look, come here. Never will I allow the brevity scroll. Thousands of grapes are pressed to fill one jar with wine, and the grape skin and pulp are tossed to the birds. So it is with these grapes of wisdom from the ages, which has been filtered and tossed to the wind. Only the pure truth lies distilled in the words to come. I will drink as instructed, and spill not one drop, and the seed of success I will swallow. Today my old skin has become as dust. I will walk tall among men, and they will know me not, for today I am a new man with a new life. Thank you very much for watching this so far. If you are still watching this after all of my slip-ups and everything else, and my nervousness for my first video, thank you very much. If you just make a comment about that, what you thought about the video, go ahead, do it. I'd be really thrilled about that. Yeah. So I am here on the 1st of May here in Frankfurt, Germany, by the European Central Bank, and here in the back here you see this. This is the main river. I don't know if you can see that back there. In between there, between the houses and there's a big river right there. That's why there's a bridge right here. So I will take you down really quick. I'm getting up here to 10 minutes. So that's a European Central Bank. That's right there. And this is a little treat for staying on so long. Here is the river right there. And in the back, as you can see back there, that is Frankfurt. You can hardly see it though. All right, all the best. Love from Germany. Bye-bye.